We are starting a brand new chapter today. Chapter 4 is all about graphing linear equations. So we're going to be graphing lines. Nice, straight lines. And in order to do that, we gotta get real comfortable with the coordinate plane. So the coordinate plane involves the x-axis, going across here, and the y-axis, going up and down. X-axis and y-axis creates the coordinate plane, this flat thing where we graph points. This coordinate plane is divided into 4 sections called quadrants. Quad, there's 4 of them. Sections. We have the first quadrant up here, second quadrant up here, third quadrant down here, and then fourth quadrant over here. So they go counterclockwise around the origin. Origin is that center point in the middle, and your quadrants start here and loop. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. They start here and they go whoop all the way around like that. So if you're making a giant capital C, it follows 1, 2, 3, 4.
Counterclockwise.
1, 2, 3, 4. Counterclockwise.
That's a perfect C. Anyway,
You like
yeah.
the C?
It's really well rounded.
Thank you. All right. Now, I'm going to be giving you points that need to be graphed. And when you are given a point, it's in the form of an ordered pair, like this one, 3, -1. How do you find the point 3, -1 on a graph like that? Good. That first number is your x-coordinate. Your x-coordinate tells you how much to go over to the right or the left. But how will you know if you go to the right or left?
Positive is right.
Okay, all right. Positive is to the right, negative is to the left. And then the second number tells you the y value, the y coordinate.
Oh my God.
What's that?
I know a way to remember it.
Tell me.
Positive is right and negative is not right.
Oh, nice. So positive is right, you go to the right, that's a good thing. And negative is not right. That's awesome. Very nice. So we're going to go to the right because it's positive, and then down 1. Why did we have to go down 1? Good, because the y coordinate was negative, and so when it's negative you go down, it's positive you go up. So we graphed our point over here. Everything looking good to you? Yeah. All right, what's that point where the x-axis crosses the y-axis?
Y-intercept.
The origin. Good. Good. The axes themselves cross at the origin. All right. Next section. We have number 1, and then let's make this number 2, and number 3, and number 4. I actually cut out numbers 2 through 7 to make this lesson a little shorter, so we had time to go over the test. So we're just going to condense this a little bit. Number 1, what quadrant do you think that point is in? Excellent. If you're going to the point -3, 1, you can do a quick little sketch. The first number tells you to go to the left 3, and then the second coordinate tells you to go up 1. So we are clearly in the second quadrant. How about number 2? We're going to graph this point. How do I get there? -1, -2. Which way do I go? To the left 1 and then down 2. What quadrant is that, Brad? 3. Quadrant 3. Excellent. For number 3, to get to the point 2, 1, to the right 2, up 1, that's quadrant 1. Excellent. And then the last one over here, I want to go to 3, -1. So we're going to go to the right, 1, 2, 3, and then down 1. What quadrant is this one?
Quattro.
Quattro. Quadrant 4. Beautiful. Or Ivy. Real good?
Yeah.
All right, next section. We're going to graph the function We have a linear function, y equals 2x plus 3. We have a specific domain. This is going to be our standard domain. -2, -1, 0, 1, 2. I like those numbers because we get a couple positive, a couple negative, and 0. And everything is kind of centered around the origin, so it's reasonable to graph. Now, I said they're going to be reasonable to graph, but sometimes you're going to get points that don't even fit on your graph. If they don't fit, don't worry about it. You still fill out the table, but only graph the points that truly fit on this little bugger. Because this only goes to 6, -6, 6, and -6. So if we get anything bigger than 6, we just won't worry about it. Okay, let's put them in. Here we go. We're going to start with this, -2. Y equals 2 times -2 plus 3. That's -4 plus 3. Did you get -1? What do you think? When you put in -2, did you get a -1? Did you get a -1?
Yeah.
All right. All right, now we're going to do the next one. Y equals 2 times -1 plus 3. That's -2 plus 3 is +1. You get a +1 for that one? Can I see? All right. And then for the next one, y equals 2 times 0 plus 3. 0 plus 3 is 3. When you put in the +1, 2 times 1 is 2 plus 3 is 5. And when you put in the 2, 7. 4 plus 3 is 7. Does that look good? Yeah. No. It's important at this point to evaluate each one separately and then graph all the points and make sure everything lines up correctly at this point. There's more than one way to graph a line, definitely. But in this particular lesson, we're focusing on making a table and evaluating 5 different numbers. So when you put in a -2, -1, we're going to graph that -2, -1. You should have a point right there. -1, 1. I'm graphing this one. So I go to the left, -1, and then up 1. The next one is 0, 3, and then 1, 5. What do I do about the 2, 7? Don't put it because it doesn't fit. Don't worry about it. Don't try and make a whole new grid up here because it won't be nearly as accurate as these. Then you're going to take a ruler or straight edge and you're going to carefully draw the line. And that's it. You're evaluating 5 different numbers and then you're graphing all 5 points. Here we go. We're all set. Looking good?